Now that I'm back from SEMA, it is finally time to start getting some of the interior back in the jailbreak Hellcat Magnum. If you missed the last video, I was able to get the drivetrain into the Magnum before I went to SEMA. The only thing I'm waiting on is all of the adjustable arms from AAD Performance, which once I get those, she will be on the ground. I was able to get the wiring harness as well as the HVAC all connected, and this thing is looking awesome. But today what I really want to work on is getting the interior in the car. You want
Dude, I'm too tall for big for some of these cars that I like. That's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you can't find fucking clothes.
It's a lot nicer with two people. I always do these by myself.
Too bad you didn't know two people.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah. You gonna plug it in first?
No.
Just set it up there?
No. Yeah, just set it up there. You see how it goes in the thing? Up there in the center?
I don't think they moved it. They come apart as an assembly. Just when I had to do airbags in some of these.
Well, that's how they put them in. At the, when
Yeah.
they,
At the factory.
yeah. before I go and throw this upper piece of plastic trim on the dash, I'm going to show you it's nice because it's actually bolted down. It doesn't squeak. I probably should vacuum all this glass that I just noticed out of here, but bolted to the cowl, bolted all the way. It's like factory. I mean, this is why I like to do these swaps like this. The world telling me you're supposed to put that in after the windshield's in. I'm actually pretty sure they put these in before they put the windshield in at the factory. Got to a really good stopping point on the jailbreak Hellcat Magnum, because in the next video, I'm gonna have to do all the wiring modifications that I've done time and time again, but I try to do it in a way so it's pretty much like it would come from the factory, just a tad better, so hopefully there isn't any electrical gremlins. The great thing though now is, besides it not being on the ground running and driving, I'm still waiting for some suspension parts as well as some other parts. Hopefully after the wiring video, which the wiring video will be great because I'll get all the wiring done, and then in the next video after that, I should have all the adjustable arms and all the stuff for the suspension, so I can get the car on the ground and then she'll run and drive, which will be awesome. Plus then I can assemble everything in the front, put the Charger bumper on. We do have the Charger Hellcat hood on the car, which is nice, and everything is pretty close. I'm just not bolting stuff on that's gonna make it a pain to put the upper control arms on. Like I've said before, the bolt holes for the upper control arms, there's one there. The ECU sits here, there's one here. Same thing on the other side. If you put all this stuff together, you just have to take it all back apart. The great thing about these swaps and why I love doing them the way that I do them, as you can see, we have the silencer pad right here, all buttoned in like it would, or clipped in like it would be. The other great thing, nobody that's doing Magnum swaps, none of their dashes, they all squeak. They squeak, it's annoying. None of this stuff in the front's bolted in, none of the stuff over there is bolted in. It's just really nice to have that 100% bolted in. Plus, if you don't change this upper cowl piece, the dash actually sits about 1/4 to 1/2 inch too far forward, and then you're just screwing it in, but it's still, the frame is still pushing the dash, and that's why you get all those squeaks, because it's metal on metal rubbing on the dash frame, on the cowl from the Magnum. This way it doesn't do that. And the other great thing, I mean, this thing looks like it came from the factory like this. If you just don't look at these door panels, I still haven't made a solution for the door panels. I also haven't made a solution for the mirrors. That stuff is coming because I want something that actually bolts in and looks like the newer Charger stuff. Plus, it's close on the Magnum door panels, but they don't 100% line up. As you can see right there, this line should be further up to match with this line like it does on the Chargers. And then this is pretty close, but it's still not 100% there. So the dash and all the interior in the front is together, minus the front seats. The passenger seat actually had the airbag that's blown, so I put a new bag in it. The only thing that needs to happen is this needs to be stitched back together. So I need to take it over to a upholstery shop, and then we could throw the seats in. The driver's seat isn't blown, so I'll probably throw the driver's seat in, but the passenger seat will go in on a later date once this is all taken care of. Or I could just go to Dodge and I could get a cover, but the covers are like 800 bucks from the factory. So I ordered some for the Durango and they're not cheap. So it probably just makes sense to stitch it. There's a few differences on the wiring, and I like to do it in a certain way because I've seen a lot of guys that do swaps. The RF hub is sitting down here, all the stuff is over it, and then it just gets everything thrown on top of it. It gets smashed. If water gets on there, then water gets in it. And there's a lot of failure points right there. Plus, the antenna for the RF hub, which is right here, is supposed to go up high. So when you're using your remote start, when you're unlocking the doors, etc., this antenna needs to pick up the key. If it's on the floor, it doesn't really do that well of a job. I mean, if you're close by the car, it will pick it up, but it's just nice to have everything up high. With the RF hub, I mount them up under the roof skin, so then everything is like factory, and then I modify all the wiring so it goes and routes. So then it's kind of like it would be in a Charger, but instead of being on this back shelf back here, like the Charger has, it's just up a little bit higher. Then in the back, there's some stuff that I have to do with the tail lights. And there's some stuff that I have to do with a bunch of other stuff, as well as mounting the active suspension module. On the passenger side, I need to mount the collision avoidance module, as well as the fuel pump module. But besides that, we're very close. And once I have that suspension, We'll have the subframe in, and this thing will be on the ground. So I'm gonna end the video here. Super excited that the jailbreak Hellcat Magnum is coming out so well. If you have any ideas or if you have any questions, put a comment below, share this with a friend, give it a thumbs up, and as always, see you guys next time.